I perform on cruise ships, which is kind of cool. I leave on Monday, actually. Probably my favorite part about performing on cruise ships is the first night I don't perform. The first night when everyone gets on the ship, there's no show, so I'm just hanging out. I'm just like exploring, I'm wandering around, I'm eating food all by myself, right? And I just wonder how many people see me and think, God, what a loser. What a depressed loser. Who books a 6-day cruise by themselves? What is he doing? But then the next night I perform, and then most people like come to the shows and like, oh, okay, he's a comedian, he's definitely depressed. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump off this ship. It's great too, because like the rest of the week, like they know I'm a comedian, and then they see me like eating lunch by myself still, and they still don't join me. I'm just like, they're like, hey, really funny. I'm like, yeah, cool, join me. They're like, no, I have family and love. Don't worry about it. See you later. Another great thing about performing on cruise ships is if it's like in the middle of winter, you'll see all these people from the Midwest. You guys heard of this place, the Midwest? Somewhere in the middle, a little west. And the best part is they're always talking about their weather. They have this thing called weather. They love telling me about all the weather they're escaping in the middle of winter. They'll be like, oh my God, oh you wouldn't guess. Oh, back home, they got an Arctic wave, a polar vortex, a deep freeze, an Arctic blast. All right, slow down, all right? I'm from Texas and I live in Southern California, and I don't know what any of these words mean. All right, these are just Mountain Dew flavors to me. Give me something concrete, give me something like a number, something I can wrap my head around. They say, oh, the weatherman said they were having a minus 50-degree wind chill. Minus 50 degrees, do you guys know how cold minus 50 degrees is? At minus 40, Fahrenheit and Celsius are the same. Which means that at minus 40, Fahrenheit and Celsius, we're like, hey, we can both agree this is like super cold. And then minus 50 is 10 below that. I don't understand the wind. Why does the wind have to be such a jerk? Like anything around zero, like you're already cold, your shoulders are hunched, your snot's frozen in your upper lip, you're shaking like a 78 gremlin on the highway, just thinking to yourself, like, just can't get any colder, just can't get, there's no way this can get colder. And then the wind's like, hold my beer. Challenge accepted. I recently got engaged. Stop, she might hear you. Here's the thing, is I don't deserve it. I don't deserve the applause. Because we were dating for like 6 years and living together for 4 before I proposed, you know? So it's like, I don't, you shouldn't clap for that. You wouldn't clap for someone like on the beach, red and peeling as they're putting on sunblock, you know? A little too late. Should have done that 2 years ago. But whatever, we're engaged now, and here's the thing, I know like here in LA or like around LA, like I say, yeah, living for 6 years, or dating for 6 years, and some people are like, whoa, slow down, shotgun wedding? But she's from the Midwest, she's from Wisconsin, so 6 years in, we should have had our 3rd kid by now, that's the tension. But yeah, we're engaged, we're gonna get married in Tulum, Mexico, destination wedding in Tulum, Mexico, all right, we got one fan. Beautiful place in case you've never been. It's just south of Cancun. It's our second choice. Our first choice, Mexico City, got shot down by her mother as quickly as she assumes people get shot down in Mexico City. We like floated the idea, like, hey, what about a destination wedding in Mexico City, huh? And her mom goes, oh, Kylie. That's my fiance's name. Oh, Kylie. Which, if you don't speak Midwestern mom, translates to, I'm not going to pay $10,000 to have everyone get kidnapped and decapitated, all right? We're going to be married on the beach where we can make a quick escape if we need to, okay? And I get it, I get it. I say Mexico City and this picture pops into your head. If you've never been, this picture of like this crime-infested city pops into your head. But that's wrong, get that out of your head. That's Detroit, okay? Mexico City is a beautiful metropolis, it's amazing, it's vibrant, it's got beautiful architecture, it's our favorite city in the world. But I understand, like TV movies, they just like, they paint this picture of like some place that you've never been to, so you have these preconceived notions. I'm guilty of it myself. I'm from El Paso, Texas, and I grew up in the poor part of El Paso, okay? We would visit family in Juarez, Mexico, and they lived in the poor part of Juarez. So growing up, I just thought, oh man, Mexicans are poor. But then when I went to Mexico City in college, I looked around and I was like, oh. We were poor. Oh, shouldn't have extrapolated there. I am Mexican. Well, my parts are from Mexico, but I was settled in the U.S. So like a Dell computer, Mazda transmission. The other trade war we're fighting. I was born and raised here, so I'm all about American pop culture. You know, like growing up, my favorite rapper was LL Cool J, or AA Cool J, as my family called him. All right, slowly but surely, your high school Spanish comes back to you. Like, oh yeah, it is pollo, not polo. I'm here, you know, I'm from here, so I'm pretty Americanized. Some would say I'm whitewashed, which is fine. I don't care. I don't get offended. Some people get offended, but I honestly don't care because, truth be told, I have done some white things in my life. Honestly, the whitest thing I ever did was in college. I studied for a semester abroad in Mexico. Whitest thing ever. I just want to learn about the culture, you know? Try the food out. College is great, man. College is dope because in college you get to like expand your mind. You get to meet people from all around the world. You know, like I said, I was from El Paso, Texas. All my friends were Mexican. I go to college, I meet people from everywhere, all over the U.S., all over the world. First New Zealander I ever met in my life in college, and I'm pretty sure I was the first Mexican he'd ever met because he asked me this really silly two-part question. All right, first part: why do they call it the Mexican wave? For context, he's referring to this guy at sporting events. Woo! You guys know that guy? You know, one person starts traveling around the stadium, person to person, like herpes at a frat party. You know, so I guess they call that the Mexican wave. I don't know. The second question should have been, did you guys invent it? But it wasn't. So his whole two-part question was, why do they call it the Mexican wave? Is that how you guys say hi to each other? So he just thought we're out in these streets like, oh, hey, Jose! Hey, Carlos, what's up, man? I grew up bilingual. I mean, I'm still bilingual. I'm like 70% bilingual. Like, if you don't speak Spanish and you hear me speak Spanish, you'd be like, oh, wow, you're bilingual. And I would be like, yes, I'm better than you. But if you speak Spanish and you hear me speak Spanish, you'd be like, are you having a stroke right now? Like, why are you pausing so much? And here's the problem. I grew up speaking Spanish, like in the household with my grandma. She lived with us, so like she's where I learned Spanish. But like, so you know, we just like household Spanish. Like I can tell you when the food is ready and when you're in trouble. Like that's it. I can't talk about politics or science. You know, I'm dumb. I'm like a middle school dropout in Spanish, which sucks because in English I'm really smart. It's like part of my personality. I'm like kind of a nerd in English, and it's just like not the same. You know, my English and Spanish. Like in English, I can explain to you how the universe was created through the Big Bang Theory. In Spanish, I couldn't even explain to you an episode of the Big Bang Theory. Pasinga? No sé. You know, my Spanish, I feel like my Spanish sounds like Trump's English. And that's how bad it is. We both do that same thing where we get to a point where we want to use a word that we just don't know. So we just like stall by emphasizing, you know, we squint, we're looking for the word. And then we eventually default on like the 104 adjectives we always overuse, you know. Someone will be like, hey, how was the food? ¿Cómo estuvo la comida? I'd be like, oh, it was muy bueno. Lo mejor. I wasn't sure if you guys would like that or not. You know, we are in Southern California, but you guys are rich. So it's awesome. You never know. You never know where your loyalties lie.